I hate motivational speeches. It feels like they're trying really hard to make us feel as if we should feel motivated or confident like 100% of the time, just complete bullshit. A person of such ability, capable of achieving this, is rendered, termed, defined, and is called a psychopath. I would deduce that these motivational videos are 10% good and 100% a scam. Because it's not possible for anybody to be 100% happy, and nobody should aspire for such a trivial task too. If you have ever witnessed one thing, did you notice that you feel way more relieved after doing a task that you fear to do? You feel a sense of accomplishment by doing something you don't like. When all you do is seek pleasure all day, you seem to be captivated by the feeling of utmost boredom, and ironically, pursuing pleasure leaves you deeper in the depth of pain. Seeking pleasure all the time is like having water in your head that is filled to the brim and now it's waiting to get replaced, but you just keep pouring more and more water. This eventually not only leads to you feeling drowned, metaphorically, but also leads to the malaria or some other disease born out of stagnant water disease equivalent of mental fatigue. Basically, I use the waterborne disease as a metaphor to show mental damage. The way you can remove the stagnant water is by doing something you fear, or by simply accepting the fact that you have a lot of imperfections like any other freaking person in this world. In these scenarios, spitting out your poison is the way to go. Your insecurities are like the sputum of your cough. The more you spit it out, the less deadly it will be to your mental health. For example, let's take an example. If you have stage fright, then there are two methods to tackle it. The first and foremost is the direct and straightforward method. It's to just do it. Go on stage and just do it. Only 1% of people are able to do this thing though. So the next alternative method, which is suitable for 99.99% of germs just like hand sanitizers, is your friend circle. If you're trapped in a vicious cycle of conscious life forms called humans who possess so-called intelligence who are outrageously toxic, then you need to get rid of them. A friend who puts you down and a friend who criticizes constructively are not the same. Choose wisely. Always trust your gut because it knows many things that your mind is yet to catch up with, and your heart is still drowning in the feelings of emotions. Drowning in the mud of emotions. Drowning in the, what do we say that? Drowning in the sea of emotions, yep. Many people view friends as someone they have to impress and not someone who they can be themselves with. Being alone with yourself is like an infinite loop of giving out energy and taking back the same energy but in an amplified manner. The reason so many of us don't want to be alone is because that's when our mind is the loudest and all our thoughts are ready to gnaw at your soul. Gnaw at our soul. Gnaw at our soul. Meditation is basically just confronting your thoughts and letting them beat your brain up. Do this every day and you will develop a mental toughness of unparalleled dimension. See what I did there? Parallel dimensions, unparalleled dimension. Your greatest enemy is you. So if you face your deepest, darkest, baddest, weirdest thoughts every day for at least 5 minutes as a starter, fools hurling insults at you will be as useless as a crow throwing stones at a holy knight in the crusade. I play a lot of Age of Empires and that's why I inserted that reference over there. To all the AoE players out there, Genghis Khan is the hardest campaign to ever exist. I couldn't even get past campaign 3. Okay, back to the subject at hand, back to the train of thought, back to the track. These videos are not made with the intention of motivating you in any way. They are made with my thoughts of existentialism to provide you your doses of existential crisis, to fuel yourself to confront your thoughts, to confront your mauling, gnawing, hard-hitting thoughts. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Tang!